Hey guys, it's John again, Ride Revival. I told y'all that I would keep you updated on the progress as we're going on this 1973 Chevy Nova revival. The ball has been rolling so quick on this project that it's been hard to keep you guys fully updated, so I figured while we're taking a break here and it's Memorial Day weekend and we're going to get a bunch of stuff done, that I give you a little walk around to where we're at and where we're going and what's going on. Appreciate you guys being here. Well, as you guys can see, it's on the ground and it's a roller. So where did we leave off? I guess the last time we finished up the trunk floor and we were working on finishing up the interior floors. So that got all done and taken care of. And then we were ready for assembly of the front end. That went fairly smoothly. It's got energy suspension, polyurethane bushings in all the A-arms, uppers, lowers, and everywhere I could put them in the front end. As well as the body mounts. The body mounts have been replaced with energy suspension polys. It's got all zinc plated hardware in the front end, and then we put all new steering in it, cleaned up the box and repainted the box, got it reinstalled, and then we did QA1 coilovers, single adjustable coilovers in the front with a 450-pound spring. I got the brakes reassembled in the front, and wheels and tires are back on it, and slid that subframe back underneath that body. Everything went, like I said, pretty well on that, and I was able to put the caster and alignment back to what the car was when I got it. Obviously the alignment shop's probably going to adjust it from there, but at least I know it's pretty close at this point. So from there, I got that rear axle. I had brush treated that rear axle and got it kind of halfway prepped, and the brakes were torn off of it. So once that was all taken care of, I had the sway bars that I wanted to put on, and let's see, what else did I do? I did everything back there. So it's got a Caltrac sway bar on it now, and new shackle kit. So it's got a new shackle kit and bushings in the rear of it. We did Speedway Motors sway bars, so it's an 1.25 inch front sway bar and a 7/8 rear sway bar, and then I did QA1 single adjustable shocks in the back and the factory leafs with a new isolator kit and new hardware and the whole bit for back there. I have yet to put the brakes back together for the rear end, but I got a couple of things that I need to do. I'm going to make a custom bracket for those shocks. I've noticed that a lot of these muscle cars of this era, the rear shocks are just a little bit short at full droop, and I'd like to get full droop back on this car, so I'm going to make a custom little bracket for that rear axle back there so I can get the shocks hung just a little bit lower. Aside from that, suspension went back together really good. I've got a couple of things that I need to button up, tighten up castle nuts and get the engine weight in it so that I can final tighten A-arm bushings and sway bar bushings and that sort of a thing. But it's pretty much dialed and ready to go. It's down on it, it's rolling. I'm happy with that. It's all ready to go. So once it was down rolling, I needed to get that quarter panel taken care of. So I went ahead and buzzed up that quarter panel. You guys had saw that I had started the patchwork on that and got it hung. I needed to get the wheel wells taken care of. That way I could bedline inside the rear wheel wells and along with the floor and all that stuff all together. So I went ahead and did the inner wheelhouse, the outer wheelhouse, and then got the quarter panel skin hung. Got the rear patch kind of taken care of for that rear quarter panel on the lower section of it, and got it all, pretty much metal worked and ready to go. So I came back to it and buzzed that up. It only took me 3 or 4 hours probably to buzz that up and then grind it down and get it ready for body work. So we went in the house here a couple of days ago and just kind of decided that we were going to spend with the family 4 days on this thing in a row and just try to see how far we can take this thing towards paint. So the kids have been out here helping, the wife's been out here helping. My dad came out here and slung some mud on this thing and got my pressure buckle. I had one good pressure buckle right in this area when I was welding it up, so he got the pressure buckle taken care of for me and got mud on that thing and has been out here blocking it with the air board. So he's pretty much ready to finish up a couple of low spots. He had one high spot he said he was fighting, so he's going to finish up the body work and then put a skim coat on it, and he said he's pretty much ready to call that a day back there. I do have a little patch that I found on the rocker panel on the other side that's all welded now and ready to go. He's just, when whoever gets there, me or him first, by the time we get to the other side of it. But this is all done up here and done on the other side, and then we'll just be down to this door and the other door. The other door doesn't have any body work to do. It's just needs to be prepped for primer, so that's all good. Inner wheelhouses, this stuff's all going to get the same material as here. So when you open the hood, you'll see flat black sheen and then shiny black on all the suspension parts with the new motor in there. So this stuff's all going to get painted top and bottom, and inside of these fenders in there, and then we got the bumper brackets out there on the table that we're working on. Core support. The boy's been in here with the grinder taking care of the bumper brackets for me. Yeah, we're gonna put all that stuff in zero rust. If that stuff's all in zero rust, we gotta crawl back in here in the trunk. I never did finish coating in here in the trunk. We're gonna do Raptor liner in the trunk after we encapsulate everything. I needed to finish welding the quarter panel on the outside so that way I could run around seam seal it on the inside. And this is the one from the previous guy that I gotta finish up and make that kind of look pretty in there. So we'll take care of all that, get the trunk all taken care of, Raptor liner in there, and then I might, because Raptor liner is a urethane product, so you can spray some stuff on it at half tack. You just have to be careful of your flash windows. I may go back and put speckle coating on top of it, so it has a factory looking speckle coat on top of the Raptor liner, which would be pretty cool. But as stated before, I think I'm going to put a speaker box and some carpet or trunk liner or something back here, so I'm not sure that's even going to matter at this point. This fender is all ready for primer, aside from it's sat in the shop in bare metal and got some flash rust on it. So I'm going to wash it with acid real quick, double check it, make sure it's good to go, and then prep the inside of it for encapsulation, so that way it can get the same material as this and this and this and the rest of the parts. So I'm hoping here, I just went and picked up that material today. They had it on the shelf, which was cool. I'm going to pick that stuff up, or I did pick that stuff up here just a few minutes ago. I'm hoping tomorrow, by the end of the day, we'll be ready to shoot all these loose parts with that black stuff, minus the trunk. And then that would put us into 2 more days to go. Spray, bodywork technically, hopefully, would be good and taken care of. And I could get that quarter panel and the other rocker and maybe the other door ready for primer. And I've got to reprime the roof. The roof blistered. I left a blanket on it and then put some parts on top of the blanket with a tarp. The tarp disintegrated, the blanket sucked moisture, the moisture got pinned onto the urethane, and then it blistered because of the moisture. So I gotta DA that all off, possibly strip it with the stripping machine and then re-prime it, which is okay because Dad kind of wanted to acid wash it because he has a sneaking suspicion that there's probably rust pits in that roof panel now. So he kind of wanted to acid wash it and strip it anyway, so we might just do that tomorrow and just get it done. You know, it's one of those things. You gotta do it. Let's just do it. But yeah, so that would technically be in primer, and this would go into primer with the rocker. This stuff's all done and sealed. Done, sealed. Prep that one, get it into primer. All that stuff would be coated. I'm gonna start really doing some body work and some assembly work here. So transmission's already out at the training shop, and my transmission guy is actually a 3rd generation automatic transmission guy, and so he knows a lot of tricks and he's got some stuff up his sleeve about a turbo 350. So it's actually going to get machined out, and the inside of the case and where the friction packs are and the clutch packs and the friction plate, the pressure plate in the back of it, is actually going to have an extra clutch and an extra plate and some extra stuff behind it, because he knows how to machine the case out and get some extra goodies in there. So this motor and this transmission package should be real stout, real cool, real fun to drive. And I'm gonna probably leave it with the highway gears in it, or maybe even just go to a 373 or something, so that way you can still drive it down the highway even with the good motor and the good tranny and all that stuff in it, because I kind of want to be able to put some miles on it. So not a race car, but I'm sure it'll be fun at the track doing brackets or something. Let's see, does that cover almost everything? We talked about the engine here just a minute ago. She needs some cleanup work, but there she is. So 30 over, 60 over, 355, 366 small block with a big lumpy ISKI cam and 202 fuelies. Sniper fuel injection, hooks, headers, cool stuff, right? Yeah, that's what's going on in the motor. So fender, we'll do it tomorrow. Got it all welded up, ready to go. Stuff's ready to go. Deck lid's ready to be blocked. That's ready for paint. Spray in there. Is that what y'all? Alright. Appreciate you. Happy Memorial Day. Y'all have a great weekend.